I know Thanksgiving ended, but it's the Week 12 still continues. It's Week 12 NFL Sunday preview keys of the game. Of course, I hope you guys are enjoying your Thanksgiving weekend vacation. Yeah, Week 12 NFL Sunday preview keys of the game starts right now. And with that, guys, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the NFL Legacy Store. I hope you guys enjoyed. We've got the Week 12 NFL Sunday preview keys of the game. Obviously, we have, we have 11 games on Sunday. Obviously, today, there's no teams on a bye this week. That's huge. Obviously, we'll look at the pregame shows. So this is what we got. Just let it load. Of course, Football Night in America, 7 Eastern on NBC. NFL Today, 12 Eastern on CBS. NFL Game Day live is at 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock. NFL Network. NFL Game Day morning, if you want to watch that. 9 to 1 on NFL Network. Fox NFL Sundays at noon on Fox. Sun NFL Countdown 10 to 1 on ESPN. And then as well, you have that other pregame show at 9 a.m. to 12 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. That's what I got there, guys. Let's get right into the first game. Texans, Dolphins. Here we go. In this barn burner matchup, the 1-1 Texans, who have lost, 5 in a row, the worst team in the NFL, go on the road to face Miami. Of course, if you didn't know, last year this was actually a matchup as well. Both teams came in the game at 1-7, losing 7 in a row. The Texans lost 17-9. Dolphins are a lot different team now because they're 7-0 when Tua starts a whole game. Yeah, they've won 4 in a row. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. They're looking to stay hot. Games at 1 o'clock on CBS, Paramount Plus, NFL Plus are your streaming services for this game. We look at the announcers. Spiro Diaz, Jay Feely, and DT cannot pronounce her. Kinkabawa. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's a C game, obviously, so I won't go to a ton of the country. It's obviously in Orange, down here in Miami, part of Texas, not much of it, and then for some reason it's basically all Alabama. That's what I got there, guys, and yeah, let's get right to the Texans projected starting lineup. And for Houston, Kyle Allen will now start. If you didn't know, Davis Mills got benched because he kind of stunk it up. These aren't the greatest numbers, obviously. I don't think he's been awful, but he's not been very good. David Pierce, Rex Burkhead, both in the backfield. Obviously, with Brandon Cooks, Nico Collins, Chris Moore, all receiver. John Mechie's, of course, out. Jordan Akins, Steven Quintariano, and a couple other guys at tight end. Troy Harrison is at fullback. Larry Tunsil, Kenyon Green, Scott Questenberry, AJ Conn, Titus Howard across the offensive line. Justin Burke is out. Defensively, got Rasheem Green. Jerry Hughes off the edge along with Mario Addison and Ogbonnia Okoronkwo. Jonathan Grenard and Derek Rivers are both on IR, though. Malik Collins and Roy Lopez are both the middle line defensive tackles with, of course, Kurt Hennish getting snaps as well. Christian Harris, Christian Kirksey, Garrett Wallow across the linebacking core. Kevin G. Lewis is on IR. Steven Nelson, Jonathan Owens, Jalen Petrie, Tavir Thomas, Desmond King, Tremont Smith, all in the secondary. Graylin Arnold is on IR, though. Derek Stingley is out another week. Jaime Fairbairn is their kicker. Their punter is Cameron Johnston. Their punt returner is Desmond King. Their kicker returner is Tremont Smith. John Weeks is their long snapper. Let's get over to the Dolphins. For the Dolphins, Tua quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, their backup is questionable. Raheem Mostert, Dallas, Jeff Wilson, Salvon Ahmed, got Myles Gaskin, all there. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Trent Sherfield, receiver, Cedric Wilson Jr. there as well. Dermot Smythe, Mike Gesicki, both at tight end. Alec Eagle, the fullback, he's crazy good. Yeah, he's getting a lot of touches. It's kind of crazy. John Lava is on IR, though. Teron Armstead, Robert Smith, Robert Jones, Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, Austin Jackson, all across the offensive line with Liam Eichenberg on IR. And then, of course, you got Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis, and Zach Sealer. Mano Ogba is on IR. Landon Roberts, Jerome Baker, both on middle linebacker, along with Jalen Phillips. Bradley Chubb, Andrew Van Ginkel, Melvin Gordon off the edge. Xavier Howard, Noah Benogany, Cater Cahill, and Justin Bethel all at corner with Eric Rowe at strong safety and your free safety, Javon Holland. Trey Flowers, Emmanuel Ogba, and Brandon Jones, Terrell Williams, Nick Needham all on IR again. Byron Jones is out. Your kicker is Jason Myers. Your punter is Thomas Morstead. Your punter returner is Tyreek Kill again with Raheem Mostert, doubtful kicker returner. Jalen Waddle might start there. And Blake Ferguson is the long snapper. Let's get over to the keys of the game. And for the Texans offense, run the ball with Dameon Pierce for over 200 yards and 10+ first downs. He's got to have a massive day. Let's just say Kyle Allen, who I actually like with these because he's actually a very, very accurate short passer. That was one of his best things he had with the Panthers when he started. On rollouts, Kyle Allen has to push the ball downfield, which I think he will be able to. But he's a very good short yardage passer. Larry Tunsil has to be aware where the pocket shifts to. Obviously, he's their best blocker. He's one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL. He needs to be the primary blocker. So that Kyle Allen has time to throw, which he will need it. But again, he's a very good short yardage passer. He can actually hit the check down. If the Texans defense stop the run under 3.5 yards to carry, that won't be easy. But if they can do it, it'll be huge. Get after two early and often. They gotta show they'll get pressure on him. And everything needs to be in front of you. Yeah, you don't want any big plays downfield. If that happens, you're probably gonna lose by 40. Now for the Dolphins. Consistent purpose and rhythm when running. Obviously they did that in week 10. That was one of the reasons they won. Tyreek and Jalen have to get more design touches. I mean, like, not like just running deep. I'd like obviously more screens, maybe a couple end around stuff like that would be cool. And keep it up too. I really hope you can. That would be awesome. Dolphins defense. Just get a couple of sacks and penetrate against Dameon Pierce, and you should be fine. Penetrating against Dameon Pierce is fine because that's how he gets shaken up. He can't do a lot when you penetrate him. But obviously, you got to get a couple sacks on Kyle Allen because otherwise, I don't know. Maybe something good could happen with the Texans. But yeah, you want to get some pressure on him, obviously. Now let's get to the next game. Ravens, Jags. Here we go. And obviously today we've got the Ravens at 7-3. Have also won 4 in a row. Kind of like the team we just talked about. But yeah, Ravens 7-3. They're going into Jacksonville playing the Jaguars for the first time since 2020. They blew them out 40-14 that game at home. A little different now because the Jaguars are a lot better. They're at 3-7 though because again they lost. What are they? 1-7 No, 1-6 in one-score games. They're not very good. 1 o'clock on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus are your streaming service for this one. Announcing this game will be Andrew Kettle and James Lofton, Amanda Renner. As usual, it's a C game. We look at the coverage map. It's yellow, so basically Jacksonville area, part of Georgia, and the capital area, Washington area. That's really what I got there. Obviously, guys, hope you guys enjoy this game. Again, 1 o'clock on CBS. Let's get right to the Ravens projected starting lineup. And for Lamar and the Ravens, he'll start. Obviously, Gus Edwards is questionable. Kenny Drake, Justin Dill behind him. Devin Duvernay, Demarcus Robinson, both questionable. So James Prochet, Tylan Wallace are really the only healthy receivers. Rashad Bateman is on IR. Mark Andrews is at tight end. Isaiah Likely is questionable. Josh Oliver and Nick Boyle both at tight end as well. Patrick Ricard, fullback. Ryan Staley's out. Patrick McCarty will start. Ben Powers, Black Tyler Lindenbaum, Kevin Zeiler, Morgan Moses, crossover. The rest of the offense fine. Juwan Taylor's out. Juwan James is on IR. Justin Matabuke, Travis Jones, Calais Campbell are the defensive linemen. Michael Pierce is on IR. JPP, Justin Houston, Adafio Wade, Tyus Bowser off the edge. Roman Smith, Patrick Queen, both at middle linebacker. And as well, you got Vince Beagle and Stephen Means and John Ross and Dalen Hayes all on IR. David Ojabo's healthy though, so we'll see if he gets any snaps. He hasn't really got one yet. I'll just put it that way. He's obviously the first guy who came out of Michigan. Kyle Hamilton's questionable out. Jalen Howard Davis is out. Kyle Flores out on IR. Same thing with Marcus Williams. Marcus Peters, Chuck Clark, Geno Stone, and Marlon Humphrey, and Brandon Stevens, and probably Kayvon Seymour or Demarion Williams, all at corner. And then Justin Tucker is your kicker. Your punter is Jordan Stout. Devin Duvernay is your returner, but he's questionable against James Prochet. Justin Still will play there if he can't play. And Nick Moore is their long snapper. Let's get right to the keys of the game. Jaguars projected starting line. And for the Jags, Trevor Lawrence, quarterbacks, Travis Etienne Jr., Darrell Henderson Jr., of course, getting picked up off waivers. Michael Hasty on the backfield. Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, Marvin Jones Jr., and Jamal Agnew, all receiver. Willie Johnson's on IR. Calvin Ridley suspended. Evan Ingram and Chris Manners both tight end. And as well, Cam Robinson, Tyler Shatley, Luke Fortner, Brandon Scherf, and Juwan Taylor across team's line. Ben Barch is on IR. Lorenzo Fotokasi, Devon Hamilton, Roy Robertson Harris, Josh Allen, Devin Lloyd, Foyce Oluokun, Traven Walker, Deshaun Dixon, and Shaquille Quarterman are all, that's basically your front seven. Jordan Smith, Caleb Von Jason, both on IR. Tyson Campbell, Rayshon Jenkins, Andre Sisco, Monteric Brown, Darius Williams, and Chris Claybrooks are your secondary. Shaquille Griffin is on IR. Bradley Patterson is your kicker. Your punters. Logan Cook, your returners. Jamal Agnew, Ross Magic is your long snapper. Let's get to the keys of the game for this one. And for Baltimore's offense, run the ball 5 times for 20 plus 5 20-yard runs. I want to see a couple big runs. I don't care, like, they don't have to be touchdowns per se, but they've got to have big runs to really get the Jaguars on their heels. Use Lamar more on design rolls to create open lanes for receivers and running backs as the linebackers fold on sprint outs. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying there is On sprint outs, they're going to think Lamar's trying to run it, so if they can cut out field, receivers can not only get deep and find open throwing lanes, which was really a problem with them last week, but running backs can dip out of the backfield as well if they're really focusing on him. In either way, they can just run a screen the other way. A lot of stuff could happen there. Ravens defense come up with big on first down. They've got a dominant first down. Under 20 points and 2+ turnovers. Probably should get them one. I do think they can get 2+ turnovers, especially against the Jaguars offense that struggled with that at times this year. That's what I got there. Let's now talk about the Jaguars. And for Jacksonville, Travis Etienne, 25+ touches, 50+ receiving yards, and 5+ targets out of the backfield. These guys it's gotta be him. He's gotta have a really good receiving game, but not only that though, he's gotta have 25+ touches. He's their offense. Obviously, you got Darrell Henderson Jr. takes some slow off him, but obviously he needs to get the ball a lot. Jags defense, don't get beat by screens or DeMarcus Robinson. Screens will beat them at points in this game if they don't stay focused on those. And if DeMarcus Robinson plays, he's really fast. He's pretty good. Like, just don't let him have a big game. Now let's get to the next one, Bucs and Browns. Here we go. And in this Week 12 showdown, the Bucs at 5-5 head to Cleveland to take on the 3-7 Browns, who are probably the best 3-7 team right now. Games at 1 o'clock on Fox. Fox Sports app is your streaming service for this one. NFL Plus as well. Obviously, if you're a Bucs fan, you probably want to win this. They won back-to-back games, but I mean the Falcons are a half game back of them. They're pretty good. I'll put it that way. Obviously, announcing this one, I think will be Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, and Shannon Spake, ESPN Radio, Steve Levy, Max Starks, and Jeff Darlington. But Jonathan Vilma, Shannon Spake, and Kenny Albert are your announcers on Fox. This is a big game, so you got to keep that in mind. Obviously, look at the coverage map. This is in red, I think. Yeah, basically most of the West Coast. Surprisingly, it's not the A game, but it's actually most of the country, even though it's a B game. It should be the A game, but it's not for some dumb reason. But yeah, you got basically it's really just this is here New England basically. You got like the west part of the southeast part, like really funky here. Ohio, probably just part of Kentucky. It's really weird there. And most of the West Coast. That's what I got there, obviously. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Let's get to the Bucs projected starting lineup. And for Tampa, Tom's starting, obviously. Rashad White probably get the start. And Keyshawn Brown will get some years with Leonard Fournette being doubtful. Giovanni Bernard's on IR. Same thing with Ryan Jensen at center. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Julio Jones, all receivers. Russell Gage is out. Luke Gedeke at left guard is out as well. So Nick Leverett will start. Cameron Brate's back. Don Smith there as well. Robert Hainsey, Shaq Mason, Tristan Wirfs, Rusty on the line. Vita Vea's question mark. Rakeem Nunez-Roches is there as well. Akeem Hicks, William Golston also there. Joe Tryon, Anthony Nelson, Carl Nassib, General Avery off the edge. Devin White and Delonte David above the middle linebacker. Obviously with Cam Gill, KJ Britt, Shaquille Barrett, and Logan Ryan all on IR. Secondary wise, you got Jamel Dean, Antoine Winfield Jr., Mike Edwards, Carlton Davis, Sean Murphy Bunting, Zion McCollum. Their kickers, Ryan Suckup. Their punter is Jay Camarda. Their punt returners, Jalen Darden. Their kick returners, Rashad White. And Zach Triner is their long snapper. Giovanni Bernard, of course, is on IR. Okay, time for the Browns predicted starting lineup. For the Browns, Jacoby Brissett, quarterback, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Dearness Johnson in the backfield. Obviously, this probably will be Jacoby Brissett's last start because, again, Deshaun Watson, last game of his suspension. And Amari Cooper, Don Peoples-Jones, David Bell, receiver, Jakeem Grant Sr., Isaiah Weston, both on IR. David Njoku is your tight end. Jesse James, Michael Dunn, Joe Haig, Ethan Pogge, all on IR. Dedrick Willis Jr. Hajai Fulop will start. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry. Joe Batonio, Wyatt Teller, Jack Conklin across the offensive line. Defensively, you got Myles Garrett, Jordan Elliott, and Tavon Bryant, and Javen Glennie, and Chase Winovich, and Alex Wright, all on the defensive line. Stephen Weatherly, Chris Odom, both on IR. JOK, Deion Jones, Young Taki. At linebacker, Stephen Weatherly, and Jacob Phillips, and Anthony Walker Jr. all on IR. Denzel Ward is your corner, along with Grant Delpit, John Johnson, Greg Newsom, the second is out. Adrian Green, Armin Emerson Jr., Thomas Graham Jr., probably Gertie Williams will get a ton of playing time. Cade York is your kicker. Your punter is Corey Borquez. Your punt returner is Don Peoples-Jones. Jerome Ford is your kicker returner. And obviously, Charlie Hewlett as your long snapper. Jakeem Grant Sr. is on IR. Let's get right over to the keys of the game. For Tampa's offense, use Leonard Fournette on screens. Get him the ball as much as you can. Well, he's not even playing. So, let's just say Rashad White. Because he's probably not going to play. That's not how you pronounce it. Okay, and get the ball as much as possible to Rashad White. So, yeah, screens. Yeah, just get the ball to Rashad White. Bucs defense, shut down Nick Chubb. I think it's simple there. Like, just shut him down. Play outside leverage on the boundary to create less room for Jacoby Brissett to place throws. He's very good at those placing throws because, again, I don't think he feels a real risk throwing them. So, yeah, make sure you play outside leverage so he can't really throw those. Now let's go over to the Browns. And for Cleveland, less dive designs, concepts, and more outside B-gap zone running design. Basically, because you got a center who's new, that's really what I'm saying there. Browns defense, Myles Garrett 3+ sacks. He's got to get after Tom. He's got to put him on his butt. Denzel Ward 5+ passes defended. You will get a lot of targets. See what the heck you can do. Now let's get to the next game. Broncos Panthers. Let's run it. This is probably the worst game of the year so far. We got the 3-7 Broncos who have an awful offense. Get another team against another team who has an awful offense. Panthers are 3-8. This game, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's high scoring because it's just such a bad matchup. But actually, it's two, in my opinion, top 10 defenses right now. Yeah, the Panthers defense is really good. Well, maybe not the top 10, but they're a good defense. 1 o'clock on Fox Sports app, NFL Plus streaming service. Of course, the Broncos 3-7, they kind of suck, and yeah, the Panthers also kind of suck, but that's just because they tanked their team. Sam Darnold will be starting this game if you didn't know. Who's announcing this game? Any idea? Okay, go up. Chris Myers, Robert Smith, and Jen Hale. So it is a C game. Would actually probably be pretty entertaining. So if you want to watch it, I guess go ahead. Most of the Mountain West, that's all I'll call it, is getting this game, and obviously North and South Carolina. So decent part of the country is getting this. That's what I got there. Let's get right to the Broncos projected starting lineup. And for Russ, yeah, he's starting. Latavius Murray, Marlon Mack will be back. I hope he has a pretty good game. Mike Boone is on IR. Cortland Sutton's wide receiver, IG, Jerry, Judy, Katie, Hamler both out. Kendall Henry, Jalen Virgil, Montrell Washington, getting a ton of targets. Tim Patrick is on IR. Greg Dulcich is at tight end. Dulcich, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Andrew Beck is questionable at both tight end and fullback. Calvin Anderson, Dalton Reisner, Graham Glasnow, Quinn Meinerz, and Tom Compton across the offensive line. Blue Cushenberry, Garrett Bowles, Casey Tucker, Billy Turner, all on IR. Tim Patrick is also on IR. Raymond Jones, DJ Jones, Deshaun Williams. Across the defensive line, Jonas Griffith, Randy Gregory, Christian Allen, Aaron Patrick, Hayden Stearns, Ronald Darby, all on IR. Jonathan Harris is out. Jacob Martin's questionable. Baron Browning, Jonathan Cooper, Josie Jewell, Alex Newton, Nick Benito off the edge, though. In the secondary, you got Patrick Tan, Damari Mathis, Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons, Darius Phillips, Asing Bassi. Your kicker, their kicker, my bad, is Brandon McManus. Their punter is Cordless Waitman. Montrell Washington is the returner. Jacob Moyer is the long snapper. Mitchell Farabani is on IR. Same thing with Mike Boone, and KJ Hamler's out. Okay, time for the Panthers. And as I said before, Sam Darnold quarterback. PJ Walker's doubtful, though. Matt Corral is on IR. Dante Foreman, DJ Moore, Shi Smith, Laviska Shenault Jr., higher skill position players. Terrence Marshall Jr. played a lot better of late. It's questionable, though. Andre Roberts is on IR. Both Ian Thomas and Steven Sullivan at tight end are both questionable. Tommy Trumbull, first to get some snaps, is there. Shivani Rasheed is doubtful, though. Ikem Ekwonu, Brady Christensen, Bradley Bozeman, Austin Corbett, and Taylor Moen are the offensive line. Pat Elflein is on IR. Brian Burns, Turcos Montes, Amir Barno, and Marcus Haynes Sr. are on IR. Their edge rushers, my bad. Matt Ananias is out, though. Bravion Roy, Derek Brown probably start. Maybe Marco McCall, I don't know. Henry Anderson is out. Tim Corey Littleton. Shaq Thompson, Damian Wilson, and Frankie LaVue are your linebackers. C.J. Anderson, Xavier Woods, Jeremy Chin, J.C. Horn, Tay Hayes, and Keith Taylor Jr. are in the secondary. Miles Harfield is out. Dante Jackson and Stanley Thomas Oliver III are on IR. Eddie Pinheiro is your kicker. Your punter is Johnny Hacker. Your punt returner is Shi Smith. Your kick returner is Rasheem Blackshear. Your long snapper is J.J. Jansen, Jen Gonzalez, Andre Roberts, both on IR. Okay, let's get right over to the keys to the game for this one. And if this Broncos offense uses Marlon Mack out of the backfield on third down, he's obviously a better receiving back. Get him the ball. Russ has to create big plays. I mean, I don't care how he does it, but he's got to create, and because this offense kind of sucks. Yeah, he's got to step it up. Broncos defense under 15 points. They're gonna have to do that. But Sam Darnold, he sucks when there's blitzes, and play extremely aggressive on the outside. I mean, I literally want Pat Surtain, literally looking at Sam Darnold. Screw the corner. I'm gonna corner. He literally has to act like he's throwing him the football. I'm not even kidding. That's how bad Sam Darnold is. That's how they gotta play. They should be able to shut him down. Let's get over to the Panthers now. And for Carolina and their offense, yeah, run the ball 35 was time to run the ball a lot. 20 plus points would be awesome. And actually throw the ball downfield 15 to 25 yards. I'll play action. Sam can make that throw if you can run the ball. If you can't, get a little bad. Panthers defense. Push Russ to the middle of the pocket and force him to throw the ball over the middle. He does not want to do that, and he really hasn't been able to do that, at least this year. So you do that, and pretty much gonna just have a slugfest for this one. Let's get to a much more intriguing game, at least. Falcons and Commanders. Here we go. And in a huge playoff indicating matchup, we've got the Falcons who are 5-6. Yeah, they're kind of like the same Falcons from last year, except like, yeah, they're the same Falcons from last year. Commanders are 6-5, looking to win their third game in a row, I think. Yeah. They're looking to this is a game they really should win, and they need to win too. Game's at 1 o'clock on Fox Sports app, NFL Plus Art streaming services for this one. Announcing this game will be Mark Scherer's Christina Pink, so it will be a B game. Pretty good game, obviously. We look at the announcers for this one. It is in green. Texas, Oklahoma, part of Kansas, and yeah, a couple states here, this area. Georgia, part of Alabama, and again the capital area, West Virginia, Maryland, part of Philadelphia, part of Pennsylvania, and part of Delaware, I think. Well, it's actually Delaware, and it's part of New Jersey. So yeah, it's going to a lot of the country. It's obviously a B game, so it should be. And for some reason, it's going to Eugene, Oregon. Don't ask why. That's where. Oh yeah, because of Marcus Mariota. That's why. That's what I got there. Let's get right to the keys of the game for this big matchup. Okay, Falcons. Marcus Mariota quarterback. Felipe Franks questionable. Caleb Huntley is also questionable. Jared Benhart at wide receivers on IR. Rick Leonard, movement gives Demir Burke, Parker Hesse, all skill positions. Keith Smith is also there. At fullback, Jake Matthews is your left tackle. Colby Gossett is there as well. Chuma Adoga is questionable. Drew Dahlman, Chris Lindstrom, Caleb McGarry across the rest of the offensive line. Matt Hennessy, Jalen Mayfield, both on IR. Matt Dickerson, Gary Jarrett, Abdullah Anderson are there. Defensive lineman, Jalen Dolan is doubtful. Taquan Graham's on IR. Same thing with Vincent Taylor. Arnold Bikudi's questionable off the edge. Adekungbo, Ogundenji's there as well. Lorenzo Carter, D'Angelo Malone. Michael Walker, Sean Evans are basically their whole entire front seven. Agent Terrell, Jalen Hawkins, Richie Grant, Darren Hall, Rashad Fenton, Zell Oliver, all in the secondary with Casey Hayward on IR. Young Oku is their kicker. Their punter is Bradley Pinion. Their returners, Avery Williams, Liam McCall is their long snapper. Hugh Brinkley is on IR. Okay, time for the Commanders. Projected starting lineup. And for the Commanders, Taylor Heineke at quarterback, Carson Wentz is on IR, J.D. McKissick, Amari Rodgers, Chase Rillier, Wes Schweitzer are also on IR, Dax Milne is out, Logan Thomas is questionable, Brian Robertson Jr., Antonio Gibson in the back, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, John Dotson at receiver, John Bates might have to start, Charles Leonard Jr., Andrew Norwell, Tyler Larson, Trey Turner, and Cornelius Lucas are the offensive line. Chase Young is questionable, hope he can play. Any update on him? If he can play, that would be awesome. Philadelphia Mathis, Cole Holcomb, Drew White, and Tariq Castrofields all on IR. Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat, David Mayo, John Bostic, Jamie Davis are the front seven, along with Kendall Fuller, Cameron Curl, Derek Forrest, Richard Wild Goose, Bobby McCain, Danny Johnson, all in the secondary. Benjamin St. Just is out. Same thing with Dax Milne, so John Dotson and Antonio Gibson will assume your turning duties. Joey Slice, your kicker, Trust Wade, your punter, Cameron Cheeseman's your long snapper. I want to see if Joey Slice is perfect. He is absolutely not, but okay, yeah. Let's get right over to the keys of the game. For the Falcons offense, run the ball for over 200 yards. You got to have a big game on the ground. Marcus Mariota has to hit the outbreaking routes that Kyle Pitts runs. He's very good at them. He's getting open. Just Kyle Pitts isn't in sync with them. Those throws have to be made. Falcons defense, get after Heineke. Get him on his butt. Shut down the run, which they probably will be able to. And get off the field on third down. They do all those three things. Pretty much going to have a good shot at winning this one. K for Washington. Heineke for over 300 yards and total yards, 3 touchdowns. Big day would be nice from him. Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson for over 150 total yards. They do that. Their running backs have a lot of off-purpose yards. That would probably get them a lot of points. And yet, as well, that's how they're going to move the football in this one. Commanders defense, penetrate when the Falcons are in pistol. You need to. If you don't, get a little shake on those outside zone runs. And Kendall Fuller on Drake London, because again, yeah, he struggled in the slot in terms of Kendall Fuller, but he actually went decent on the outside for some dumb reason. Okay, now let's get right to the first national game. Yeah, Bears and Jets. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is definitely worthy of a national TV recognition. Bears, Jets. Here we are. Let's go. And it's in 5 Fox's first game of this Week 12 doubleheader. They've got the Bears at 3-8. Oh god. Yeah, the Bears have had a tough season against the Jets, who are 6-4. Jets probably want to win this. Of course, benching Zach Wilson game. Obviously, it's the NFL on Fox. Week 12 doubleheader game 1. 1 o'clock on Fox. Fox Sports have NFL Plus our streaming services. Obviously, announcing this one, Joe Davis, Daryl Johnson, Tim Oliver. It's an A game. Chris Carriano, Brian Badalager, who have come as media. Don't know who those people are. Obviously, you look at the coverage around, it's kind of like fricked up because, again, like, as it is in what is called blue. Yeah, I get it's most of the upper Midwest, and it's like New York, yeah, and for some reason way down here. But like the red area actually might have more area, some way, yeah. But yeah, it is the A game. It's not a very good game, but it is. So yeah, that's what I got. Let's get right to the Bears starting lineup. And if you didn't know, Justin Fields, of course, with a separated shoulder, is questionable. Game time decision. Trevor Siemian will start if he can't play. I'm not playing him. I have him in fantasy. I'm not playing him just because I probably can't, and just I wouldn't play him. Because they're playing really good defense as well. David Montgomery, Justin Abner on the back with Khalil Herbert's on IR. Darnell Mooney, Equanimity St. Brown, Chase Claypool at receiver with Cole Kmet at tight end. Kyrie Blasingame is at fullback. Braxton Jones, Cody Whitehurst, and Mustafa Tevin Jenkins, Charlie Leaf across the offensive line. Lucas Patrick, Doug Kramer, and Dakota Dozier all on IR. Defensively, you got Travis Gibson, Angelo Blackson, Justin Reed, and Dominique Robertson. Alquad Mohammed got benched because, again, he kind of sucks. No offense to him, he's just really bad. Sterling Weatherford is out, though. Jack Sanborn has been pretty good at middle linebacker with Joe Thomas and Nicholas Merother. Jalen White's on IR. Jalen Johnson, Eddie Jackson, Jalen Jones, Kendall Vildor, and Dan Cruikshank going to start again with Kyler Gordon out. That's huge. Kendall Vildor. And Lamar Jackson, Josh Blackwell, Justin Lane. I don't even know. That's their whole secondary, basically. Kyrie Santos is their kicker. Their punter is Trenton Gill. Their returner is Felix Jones Jr. Patrick Shields is their long snapper. The Jets should win this one. Like, actually should win this one. And obviously, you didn't hear yet. Zach Wilson got benched. He's not even suiting up. Joe Flacco, I do think, is better than Mike White. But, I mean, he manages the offense better, so that's good. Michael Carter, James Robinson, Ty Johnson all in the backfield. Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Denzel Mims, Braxton Berrios, Jeff Smith, the receiver. They're all going to get snaps. Roddy Adams is out, though. Tyler Conklin, CJ Uzomah, both tight end. Kenny Yoboa is doubtful. Nick Bowden is on IR. Dwayne Brown's questionable. Cedric Odenju, can't pronounce it. Ogunbo, B, might play. Lincoln Tomlinson, Connor McGovern, Nate Airbag, Mike Remmers crossing the line. Flash Bear, Tucker, Max Mitchell, Micah Becton, George Vandercross, are all on IR. Greg Sennett's out. Defensively, the only guy who's not healthy is Sheldon Rankins, and he is out. Carl Lawson, John Rick Myers, Michael Clemens, Jermaine Johnson off the edge. Solomon Thomas and Colonel Williams are your defensive tackles. Your linebackers go as Quan Alexander, C.J. Mosley, Quincy Williams. Secondary wise, Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter, D.J. Reed, Brandon Eccles, strong safety, Jordan Whitehead, free safety, Marcus Joyner. Your kicker is Greg Zerline, your punter is Braden, and Braxton Berrios is your returner, Thomas Hennessy, your long snapper. Let's get right to the keys to the game for this very, 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 very good matchup. And for Chicago, center of the offense around David Montgomery, he probably should because he had a really good week last week, and obviously Justin Fields is not even close to 100%. Jump balls with Chase Claypool 3+ times. I mean, if that's how their passing game is going to work, then it's how it's going to work. Bears defense, just don't give up 400 yards and 40 points. I mean, they do that. I guess they give them a shot because, again, of how bad the Jets' offense is. But they kind of suck, so you never really know. And for the Jets' offense, run the ball for over 5 yards per carry. Yeah, they got to run the ball really well. Play action boots with the motion to the weak side of the field. Those are just easy pitch offs to Mike White, padded stats. Yeah. Keep it simple for him. Jets defense contain the running game. That could get a little explosive and tee off on the QB. If, let's say Trevor Siemian, it's third down, he's going to get sacked. It's just going to happen. But the way it doesn't happen is, I really don't know. Like, that's just what's going to happen. Like, really nothing else. Now let's get to an actual good game. Bengals Titans, here we go. Will the Titans get their revenge? Well, I sure hope so, because this probably will happen again in the playoffs. Let's be honest. And for back-to-back, well, yeah, it's the AFC Divisional Playoffs on CBS Divisional Round recap. My bad. Not recap, rematch. Bengals are 6-4. Of course, they knocked off these Titans in the same building over a year. Well, not over a year ago. Basically, less than a year ago, of course, in the playoffs. Yeah, the Titans are going to want revenge. They actually played in this game, same time, same national game, broadcast, blah, 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 last year. On the road against New England, they got their butts kicked, so they probably don't want that to happen again. Titans 7-3, of course, they have won 7 out of their last 8 games. They're pretty darn good. And they also won 2 in a row. Bengals 6-4. They've been really solid the past couple weeks. They won 2 in a row. Obviously, games 1 o'clock on CBS, NFL Plus, Pregame Plus. It is the NFL on CBS. And Iron Eagle, Charles Davis, Evan Washburn on the call. Same announcers. Obviously, Charles Davis wasn't calling this game. It was actually that was it. I think it was Trent Green was with him. Sports USA, Larry Kahn, and Stephen Gostkowski. Yeah, Gostkowski. I haven't heard of that guy in a while. Of course, former kicker of the Patriots. Obviously, as an 8 game, it goes to basically the whole country. Part of it, maybe not, but yeah, basically the whole country. Yeah, it's gonna be a really good game. The NFL on CBS. Let's get right to the Bengals projected starting lineup. Joe Burrow, quarterback. Joe Mixon is out. So my speed runner, Chris Evans, Trayvon Williams, running back on community. Jamar Chase is questionable, of course, with that hip. Probably won't play though, in my opinion. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Trent Irwin, and Trent Taylor, all receiver. Hayden Hurst, Mitchell Wilcox, Devin Asiasi, tight end. Drew Sample is on IR. Jonah Williams, Cordell Volson, Ted Karras, Alex Cabot, Leo Collins, cross the line. Ben Brown is on IR. Sam Hummer, DJ Reader, BJ Hill, Trey Hendrickson, Cam Sample, Joseph Osai, Josh DePoo is questionable, Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, Keem Davis, Gaither. That's basically their whole front 7. Joe Batch is questionable, Dax Hill is questionable, Brandon Wilson is out. Tyson Anderson and Chidobe Awuzie are both on IR. Eli Apple, Von Bell, Jesse Bates III, Cam Taylor, Britt, Mike Gill, and Trey Flowers in the secondary. Evan McPherson is their kicker. Their punter is Kevin Hoover. Their punt returner is Trent Taylor. Their kicker returner is Chris Evans. Cal Adamides is their long snapper. Clive Harris is on IR. Okay, yeah, Titans time. Of course, Titans coming off a mini bye, basically. Ryan Tannehill is your quarterback. Derrick Henry, Dante Leader in the backfield. Hassan Haskins is questionable. Trent Cannon's on IR. Grayson McMath, Kyle Phillips, Taylor Lewan, Jamarco Jones are all on IR as well. Robert Woods, Nick Traylon Burks, Nick Westbrook at receiver, Austin Hooper, Geoff Swim tight end, and Tuuzium Okonkwo because he has a big play every game. Gotta say his name. Torrey Carter is your fullback. Dennis Daly, Dylan Radons, Nate Davis, Nicholas Petit Frere, if you want to be French. Ben Jones is questionable. Aaron Brewer might have to start defensively. Jeffrey Simmons is questionable. Mayor Edwards Jr. behind him. Tier Tark, DeMarcus Walker. Nico Autry is out, so Rashad Weaver, Buddy Free will be the red rushers. Harold Landry III, Oya Denai, Deshaun and Chance Campbell, Zach Cunningham are all on IR. In the front 7, David Long Jr., Dalen Cole are your middle linebackers. Roger McCreary, Elijah Molden, Terrence Mitchell, Trey Avery are your healthy corners, of course, with Trey, Caleb Farley, Lonnie Johnson, Josh Thompson, AJ Moore, Chris Jackson, all on IR with Christian Fulham being questionable, and Amani Hooker and Kevin Byard both being in safety. Randy Bullock is questionable, Caleb Shudak is out. Ryan Stonehouse is your kicker. Yeah. Your punt returners to Robert Woods, your kicker returners Dante Lee, and Morgan Cox is alongside, of course, Ben Jones being questionable. Kyle Phillips on IR, Hassan Haskins questionable, and again, Trenton Cannon is on IR. Okay, keys to the game time. Okay, Bengals offense. Joe Mixon, 15 plus carries. He's got to get the ball. He's not even playing, so running backs. Run the ball 15 plus times. 4.5 yards per carry as well. Joe Burrow, 0 turnovers and 0 sacks allowed. Very clean game. We'll get them to win. Bengals defense do exactly what you did to the Titans in the divisional round. 3 interceptions. Stuff Derrick Henry. Make them throw the football. That would work. Now for Tennessee, run the ball with Dante Hilliard 10 plus times. Give him his darn carries. The reason you guys lost the last game was because you didn't give Dante Hilliard enough carries. Give it to him this time. Obviously, Derrick Henry got his touches anyway. Ryan Hill to 0 turnovers. That's huge. If he doesn't turn the football and he can get a couple touchdowns, very good, very, very good there. They'll honestly could be a blowout. I'm not even kidding. Titans defense, get after Burrow. Get him on his butt like he did last game. But don't give him the ability to get the ball out quick with press coverage. He gets the ball out quick, that could get in trouble. Because, again, that's how their big plays really happen. I know it's kind of crazy, but, yeah, quick throws will lead to big plays for the Bengals. It's kind of wacky, but it's kind of how they've done it this year. Now let's get to the next game. Get into the late afternoon regional window. Chargers, Cardinals. Here's the keys to the game for this one. All right, 4 games in the late windows. Obviously, this is the late afternoon regional window. First game, 2 games on CBS this time. 4:05 on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, are your streaming services. Chargers at 5-5, looking at end a 2-game losing streak. Cardinals coming off a blowout loss on Monday Night Football. But, big news, they get Marquise Brown and Kyler Murray back. 2 huge pieces are now back with them. Obviously, announcing this one, we've got Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, Melanie Collins, Cummins Media, Bill Roskini, and Chad Brown. Don't know who those people are, but again, Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, Melanie Collins. It is a big game. It's definitely worthy of it. It'll probably be a very entertaining one. Chargers and Cardinals late. It's in blue. Basically Colorado, Arizona, Arizona, New Mexico. Well, Arizona, New Mexico, and SoCal. Basically, that's all I got there, and obviously some other random spots. That's basically what you get there. Okay, that's it. Time for the Chargers projected starting lineup. And for the Chargers, Justin Herbert quarterback, Austin Eckler, Isaiah Spiller, Sonny Michel in the backfield, Joe Guyton is out on IR. With Mike Williams being out, Keenan Allen, Joshua Palmer, DeAndre Carter at receiver, Gerald Everett, Trey McKitty at tight end with Jenner Horvath fullback, Jameer Saylor, Matt Filer, Corey Lindsley, Johnny Johnson, and Trey Pipkins III. All across the offensive line, Rashawn Slater, Isaac Weaver, Andrew Traynor on IR. Morgan Fox, Braden Foco, and Sebastian Joseph Day are your defensive line. First rump, Shaquille, Khalil Mack, Derek Juzek off the edge, Christian Covington, Joey Bosa still on IR with Odie Ogunbonilla and Austin Johnson and Forrest Middle on IR. Damon Lloyd is on IR as well. J.C. Jackson on IR. Kyle Van Noy and Drew Tranquil. Drew Tranquil are your middle linebackers with Michael Davis is questionable. Jasiri, don't know how to pronounce it. Jasir Taylor, Bryce Callahan, Dean Leonard, and Santi Samuel Jr. At corner with Derwin James Jr. Nasir Adams doubtful though, so Ole Gilman might start. Cameron Dicker is their kicker. Their punter is J.K. Scott. Their returners DeAndre Carter. Josh Harris is their linebacker. Dustin Hopkins is on IR. Okay, let's just get to the Cardinals. And for the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, of course, is going to start this one. Trace McSorley is questionable. James Conner, Keontae Ingram, both in the backfield. Corey Clement, now on this team, I guess. Darrell Williams is on IR. DeAndre Cartage, AJ Green, Robbie Anderson, Marquise Brown. Yeah, he's going to play. Yeah. Okay, Ryan Moore's out, though. Greg Dortch is questionable. Tony Wesley is on IR as well. Trey McBride at tight end. Zach Ertz is out another week, though. T.J. Humphries is out as well. Josh Jones might have to start. Max Garcia, Billy Price, Lexus Smith, and Kelvin Beachum are across the offensive line. Rodney Hudson, Justin Pugh, Will Hernandez all on offensive line. Of course, all starters as well. J.J. Watt, Leaky Fotu, Zach Allen are the defensive linemen. Dennis Gardick, Marcus Golden, Cameron Thomas, Majee Sanders off the edge, Rashard Lawrence, Nick Vigil, both on IR, Stephen Collins, Isaiah Simmons are your middle linebackers. Byron Murphy Jr. is out, Trayvon Mullen, Antonio Hamilton, Christian Matthew, Marco Wilson, Jalen Thompson, and Buda Baker are basically your whole secondary. Charles Washington is out, Tate Daly's on IR. Your kicker is Matt Prater, your punt returner is, your punter is Andy Lee. So you basically just have a punt returner, and it's Greg Dortch for this questionable again with Ryan Moore out, and Aaron Brewer is your long snapper. Okay, that's literally all I got. Let's get right to the keys of the game. And for LAC, yep, Austin Eckler 20+ touches, get him the ball when you can, and take some shots throughout the game, like not just in the first quarter. Chargers defense helped out the offense by actually tackling. They tackled so badly last week. That was probably the reason they lost. They tackle better, and if they don't, probably 40 points you're going up and going, especially going against an offense that is poised to explode. And for Arizona, throw the ball 45+ times. I don't care. Just throw the ball as much as you can. D-Hop has to be on the same side of running mesh concept with Marquise Brown and Robbie Anderson. Not all three of them, but when they can mesh those two guys together, that could be really scary. Big plays galore with those three. Cardinals defense, under 100 rushing yards. That's got to happen. Blitz Herbert off the edge with overload post-snap looks. He will read if it's overload pre-snap, so make sure it's a post-snap look. Whether it's a stun or whatever, just make that happen. Under 100 rushing yards as well. They do not want to get ran all over. That happens. Probably can't do anything offensively. Okay, let's get over to the Raiders and Seahawks now. Oh, what a crappy matchup we've got. Yeah, the Raiders are 3-7. Obviously, yeah, good win for them last week, but yeah, it's not a good game. Going against the Seahawks, they're 6-4, coming off their bye, looking to bounce back. We'll see if they can, though. 4-5 on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, other streaming services. Announcing this one, isn't it? Greg Gumbel. Yeah, Greg Gumbel, Adam Archuleta, AJ Ross. So surprisingly, it's a B game, but obviously it's a pretty horrible game. In green, it's the whole Northwest, part of Montana, and some other random spots. Yeah, let's just get right to the Raiders projected starting lineup. And for Vegas, Derek Carter, quarterback. Obviously, Josh Jacobs is questionable. Amir Abdul behind him. Brandon Bolden, Damian White also there. Devontae Adams, Matt Collins, and Keelan Cole, receiver. Hunter Renfro's on IR. Obviously, Foster Moreau, Jess Forrest at tight end. Darren Waller on IR. Jacob Johnson is your fullback. Is their fullback. Colin Miller's questionable. Jackson Barton will start if he can't play. Justin Huron, Dwyer and Parker both on IR. Dylan Parham, Andre James, Alex Barks, Jermaine O'Lunar are the offensive linemen. Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, Cleveland Farrell, Tayshawn Bauer, Andrew Billings, William Nichols across the defensive line, Jordan Jenkins. On IR, Kendall Vickers is questionable. Luke Masterson is questionable. Darian Butler will start the camp late. Divine Diablo is on IR. Micah Kaiser is on IR as well. Central Pyramid, Jalen Brown running out the front seven. Rocky Yassin, Anthony Averett, Roderick Teamer, Jerome Ulrich, Amit Robertson, Sidney Jones IV, Nate Hobbs on IR. Special teams wise, their kicker is Daniel Carlson, their punter is AJ Cole, their punter returner is DJ Turner, their kicker returner is Amir Abdullah. Trent Sieg is their long snapper with Hunter Renfrow on IR. Okay, keys to the game. No bad. Let's get over to the Seahawks. Gino at QB, Kenneth Walker, Travis Homer, and DJ Dallas all in the backfield. Cody Thompson is on IR. DX is out. DK Metcalf. Tyler Lockett, Marquise Goodwin, all receiver, obviously with Noah Fant, Will Disley, Kobe Parkinson, and tight end. Nick Valor is your fullback, Charles Cross, Damian Lewis, Austin Blythe, Gabe Jackson, Abraham Lucas, across the offensive line, Shelby Harris, Al Woods, Boone Ford, Dale Taylor, Bruce Irvin, Jordan Brooks, Cody Barton, Shannon Nwosu, and Boyo Mafe, Allen Robinson, Daryl Johnson, Tyreek Smith on the front seven are all on IR. Ben Curvin and John Radigan are both out. Oh yeah, Colin Gillespie is on IR as well. Jordan Brooks, Cody Barton are your middle linebackers. Miles Jackson, Ryan Neal, Quandre Days, Tariq Woolen, Justin Coleman, Hobie Bryant, across the secondary, Jamal Adams and Isaiah Dunn both on IR. Jason Myers is your kicker, your punters, Michael Dixon, your returners, DJ Dallas, your kicker, your long snappers, Carson Dinker, Taylor Archer is on IR, and DJ Eskridge is out. Yeah, let's give it the keys to the game for this one. Okay, for the Raiders, run the ball 20 plus times. Josh Jacobs, just get him the ball. 10 plus Devontae Adams targets. 2 best players, get them the darn ball. Again, Raiders defense shut down Kenneth Walker as well. See what the Bucs did? They just shut him down and they won the game. Just do that, please. Okay, let's get over to Seattle. Okay, for Seattle, Gino has to make the throws in soft parts of zones on the run. I know he is not the greatest quarterback ever. He's played very, very well. I know that. But if he can just make throws on the run accurately in the soft zones, they will win. Because that's getting wide open every single time when he drops back. I'm just saying. Seahawks defense, don't blow it on 3rd and short. They blow it on 3rd and short, they're going to be out on the field probably the whole game. That's just what's going to happen. Okay, next game, Saints and 49ers. Now getting into the late game national window. And obviously the Saints and 49ers haven't met since 2020, in which the 49ers lost 27-13. And obviously the game the year before in the Superdome in a huge Week 14 matchup, the 49ers won 48-46 in what was probably the game of the year. Obviously, flipping the script, the 49ers are home for a change against the Saints. Obviously, they played. There have been some games here, I'll put it that way. 49ers scores 6-4. I think they're overrated, but a lot of people think they're the best team in the NFC. Whatever. Saints at 4-7 though. They won last week. Good for them. Game 425 on Fox Sports app, NFL Plus, our streaming services for this one. Announcing this one, you got Kevin Kugler, Mark Sanchez, Laura Oakman, Mark Skadisifor, Kelly Stouffer, and Ian Fitzsimmons. ESPN Radio. We look at the where it is. Basically, down in the Bayou and Northern California. That's all I got. Literally, that's literally all I got for this game. Okay, let's get over to the Saints. Andy Dalton will start, obviously. Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Mark Ingram's questionable, though, so Chris Olave, your shot. Jarvis Landry, Rashid Shaheed at receiver. Marcus Callaway, Tre'Quan Smith, Kevin White, all there as well. Deontay Hardy, Michael Thomas, both on IR. Juwan Johnson, Adam Traum at tight end. Dylan Schoner is out. Trevor Penny, Eric Coy, Ethan Greenidge on IR. Andre Speed, questionable, so Calvin Throckmorton might have to start, along with James Hurst, Josh Andrews, Cesar Ruiz, Ryan Ramczyk, Cameron Jordan, and Marcus Davenport, both questionable off the edge. Tanner Castigan, Carl Granderson there, though. Shy Tuttle, David Onyemata up the middle. Peyton Turner is out. But Albert Huggins is on IR. Chase, Hanson, DeMarco, Robinson, both, DeMarco Jackson, both on IR. Pete Warner is out, so Andrew Dowell will probably have to start. And Demario Davis, Caden Ellis, Zach Bond, actually, he might probably start. That's literally the whole front seven. Paulson and Debo, Alonzo Taylor, Chris Harris Jr. are their healthy corners. Corey Bradley Roby, Smoke Monday both on IR. JT Gray is out. Marshall Lattimore's questionable. Tyron Matthew, Marcus May. Both the safety. Will Lutz is their kicker. The punter is Blake Gilligan. Marcos Callaway is their returner. Zach Wood is their long snapper. Yeah, let's get over to the 49ers. For the 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo, quarterback, Trey Lance, of course, is on IR. Chris McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell in the backfield. Deebo Samuel's questionable. Brandon Ayuk, Juwan Jennings, Ray McLeod, the third there as well. George Kittle is your tight end. Kyle Juszczyk is your fullback. Trent Williams, Aaron Banks, Jake Brendo, Spencer Burford, Michael McCutcheon across the offensive line. Samson Ebukam, Nick Bosa, Charles Manu, Drake Jackson are your edge rushers. Kevin Givens, Hassan Ridgeway will start with Eric Armstead being doubtful. Javon Kinlaw and Murray Sturgis both on IR. Kaylee Davis is doubtful. He's out, my bad. Trey Greenlaw, Fred Warner, Aziz Al-Shire are your linebackers. Travarius Ward, Samuel Womack the third. Chaluna, Funga, Jimmy Ward, Minji Dor, Lenore, and Avery Thomas are your is your secondary, with Manny Mosley, Jason Verrett both being on IR. Robbie Gold is your kicker. Mitch Wisnowski is your punter. Ray McLeod is your returner. Tabor Pepper is your long snapper. Time for the keys of the game. And for the Saints offense, yeah, short throws with Andy Dalton. It's been working out well. He's got to be able to do that. 10 plus touches, attempts for Taysom Hill. Get on the ball when you can. And have Alvin Kamara go out on play wide on third and down on some plays. Spread out the defense and make them think about it. That would really get them some first downs, or chances to. Saints defense shut down CMC. That's number one. And Demario Davis has to clamp down on George Kittle. If George Kittle can't do anything and CMC is shut down, they're going to have to go to Debo. And obviously that's not good anyway. But, like, at least you're giving yourself a chance. Time for the 49ers. And for the 49ers offense, 40 plus rushing attempts. They got to run the ball down their throats. Deep short shots off of that. I think their running game will be really explosive, but the deep shots will really just break open the game. 49ers defense under 30 minutes possession. They don't want to be on the field too much and give Andy Dalton the deep ball. Yeah, dare him to. Like, literally, go ahead, throw it deep. Guess what's going to happen? Jimmy Ward or Tuluma will get interception. That's what they want to happen. That's what I got there. Time for America's Game of the Week, which really isn't America's Game of the Week. It's more like the worst game of the year. Not gonna lie, this is Fox's worst doubleheader in years. America's Game of the Week. Let's go. I don't know what to say at this point. My Rams suck. They've lost 6 out of their last 7. Matthew Stafford's not starting in this game. Chiefs are favored by 15. They have a 95% chance to win. It's gonna be really bad. Rams 3-7 though, losing 4 in a row. They pull off the upset of the season. I don't know. It's the rematch of the best game, regular season game in my opinion ever. Obviously the Rams won 54-51 in that game. The Chiefs are home at Arrowhead though, 8-2. They're really freaking good. They've won 4 in a row now. I'd be shocked if they lost this game. I'd be like super stunned, like so stunned. 425 Fox, Marks with that NFL Plus are streaming service. It's obviously America's Game of the Week. It shouldn't be, but it is. You've got Kevin Burkhardt, Greg Olsen, Aaron Andrews on the call for the slaughtering. Yankees, Tom Rinaldi's not calling this. Probably gonna break because he did just call the Cowboys game. Sports USA, Josh Apple, and Mark Carrier. Don't know who those guys are though. Rams need someone to carry them to a win though. Oh, the whole country's getting this game. Let's go. No, this game's gonna be so bad. Why do we have to get humiliated in front of the whole country? I really don't know. Let's get to the Rams projected starting lineup though. And for the Rams, obviously Cooper Kupp, G. Dukoski, Joe Nobu, David Edwards, Chandler Brewer, Jermaine Ankrum, and who is it? Logan Brown all on IR. Yeah, their whole offense. So many guys are hurt. It's like really bad. Matt Stafford's out though. Bryce Perkins will start. Don't know what that he'll do, but he'll do something. Cam Akers and Calvin Williams get like 40 touches. Allen Robinson's questionable though. Van Jefferson, Ben Skowronek, Brandon Powell, Lance McCutcheon, and Tutu Atwell at receiver. Tyler Higbee is questionable. Bryson Hopkins behind him. Ty Nsekhe's questionable. I don't think he'll play though. Bobby Evans probably has to play. Oh my god, I hate he's so bad. Okay. Matt Skura is questionable though. Bobby Evans, I don't even know. Coleman Shelton maybe. I don't know why he's not starting. I think it's because he's not healthy. I really don't know. He's not even playing well. He'll start anyway because Brian Allen's out. Odie Abushi's been good. Robin Havenstein's there though. This Rams team's awful. Like this is really bad. But Marcus Copeland, Greg Gaines, Aaron Donald, all the great Asian Robinson's on IR. Daniel Hardy's been on IR. Same with Jake Hummel. Trayvon Howard is out though. Ernest Jones and Terrell Lewis, Bobby Wagner, Leonard Fournette, the edge. No one's healthy. It's an absolute slugfest. This is worse than the 49ers in 2020. This is like so bad. Troy Hill, Jalen Ramsey, David Long Jr., Darian Kendrick, Jordan Fuller, and Kieran Haley are both on IR. Taylor Rapnick's got it both at safety. Matt Gay is their kicker, their punter is Riley Dixon, Brandon Powell is their returner, Matthew Orzech is their long snapper, Cooper Kupp, of course, is on IR. Yeah, let's go for the Chiefs. For the Chiefs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Justin Ross, Mecole Hardman, and Blake Bell all on IR, as Pacheco, Derek McKinnon both at running back with Juju, MVS, and Justin Watson being your receiver, of course, and Sky Moore, of course, with Darius Tony being out, Travis Kelce, Noah Gray both at tight end, Michael Burton is your fullback. Orlando Brown Jr., Great Humphrey, Trey Smith, Andrew Wiley, Nick Allegretti will probably start with Joe Tooney being questionable. George Karlaftis, Ray Clark, Carlos Dunlap, Mike Dan off the edge. Tristan Wharton is on IR. Kalen Saunders and Jones are your defensive tackles. Willie Gay, Nick Bolin, Carlos Dunlap are the linebackers with Trent McDuffie, Jerry Steed, Josh Williams, Jalen Watson, Justin Reed, Deion Bush all being there, and Juan Thornhill is questionable, and Chris Lemons is also questionable. Harrison Bucker is your kicker. Tommy Townsend is your punter. Sky Moore will be your punt returner with Kadarius Toney being out. Probably gonna be even Justin Watson because again Sky Moore's mouthed like 8 punts. But Cole Hardman's on IR though. Isaac Pacheco is your kicker returner. James Winchester is your long snapper. Let's get the keys to the game for this awful matchup. And for the Rams offense, 5+ design runs for Bryce Perkins. That's one of his strong suits. See what you can do with him. 20+ touches with Kyron Williams in space. Yeah. Get him the ball in space, and he'll do some crap. 5+ deep shots around Robinson. Even if he's on the sideline, still throw it to him deep. Like, it's just going to be an incompletion, which is bad. Rams defense, I don't care. Ramsey on Kelsey. Yeah, like, literally, I don't care. Like, it's just, they're so bad. The Rams are so bad. Ramsey on Kelsey, number 1. And play even deeper with the bend, don't break. I don't care. Literally play at the 50-yard line when they're at the 25. I really don't care. And Ramsey on Kelsey, though, that would be really good. Because it would be satisfying seeing him get shut down. Let's get over to the Chiefs now. And for the Chiefs offense, it's literally just 7-yard hitch routes every play and you win. Literally, that's all I need to do. Just throw hitch routes every single play. Chiefs defense don't give up big plays. They give up big plays. I mean, the Rams have a shot if they get big plays, but that Chiefs defense does not want to give up big plays, so just don't. Okay, let's get to Sunday Night Football. Not much better, but I mean, at least it's going to be somewhat competitive. Okay, Packers and Eagles. Packers obviously at 4-7. Yeah, it's Sunday Night Football. Let's go. And in this NFC matchup, of course, these teams haven't met since, 2019? Packers lost that in Green Bay. 34-27. Eagles, much different. They kind of flipped the scripts of both these teams. Obviously, Packers at 4-7 are looking to upset this. Eagles, who are 9-1, have the best record in the NFL, and are looking to win their second straight game. 8:20 NBC Sports, NFL Plus, Peacock, Universo as well are those are your streaming options. TV options, NBC, Universo. That's what I got there. Obviously, Football Night in America, 7 Eastern on NBC. Sunday Night Final, 11:30 to 12:30 on Peacock. At postgame show, 30 to 11:59 on NBC. That's that. And obviously, announcing this one will be Mike Tirico, Chris Collins, Melissa Stark, Universo, Adrian Marquez, and Rolando Cantu, Westwood One, Ryan Radic, and Radicky, I don't even know how to pronounce that, and Mike Golick, Intervision, Ricardo Siles, and Tony Nunez. Yeah. Time for the keys to the game for this. Projected starting lineup for the Packers. For the Packers, Aaron Rodgers quarterback, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon backfield, Alvin Lazard, Christian Watson, Muriel Copper, and Sammy Watkins receiver with Romeo Dobbs being out. Robert Tunyon, Mercedes Lewis, tight end. David Bakhtiari is questionable. Elgin Jenkins behind him. Zach Tom might have to start. Josh Myers, John Runyon, and Josh Nijman across the offensive line. Sean Ryan is suspended. Jake Hansen is on IR. Wait, I just need to see this play for Michigan. Okay, never mind. Dean Lowry, Kenny Clark, Jerron Reed, Preston Smith, Kingsley Nagabor, Chris Barnes, Quay Walker, Justin Hollins, and Jonathan Garvin are your front 7. Obviously, typical Ailey, Rashawn Gary both on IR. Shamir Jean Charles is questionable. Eric Stokes, Vernon Scott both on IR. Jair Alexander, Adrian Amos, Donald Savage, Rasul Douglas, Keyshawn Nixon, Corey Ballantyne in the secondary. Mason Crosby is their kicker. Their punter is Pat O'Donnell. Their returner is Keyshawn Nixon. Romeo Dobbs is out, and Jack Coco is their long snapper. Time for the Eagles. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, the quarterback. Gardner Minshew is his backup. Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, Trey Sermon in the backfield. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, the receiver. Jack Stoll. At tight end, Darrell Scott is on IR. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey, Isaac Solomon, Lane Johnson across the line. Brett Dahl is out another week. Brendan Graham, Josh Sweat, Robert Quinn off the edge. Janarius Robinson, Jordan Davis, Derek Barnett, and Marlon Tapua is on IR. Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave are your defensive tackles. Kaiser White, T.J. Edwards, Hassan Reddick are the linebackers. James Bradbury, Marcus Epps, C.J. Gardner Johnson, Darius Slade, Joshua Scott, Zach McPherson in the secondary, along with Avonte Maddox being on IR. Jake Elliott is your kicker. Your punter is Aaron Sippis. Brandon Covey is your returner, and Rick Lovato is your long snapper. Let's get over to, what the heck is it? Keys to the game time. Packers offense, 35 plus points. They're going to have to put up a lot of points in this one. 3 plus 20 plus yard rush plays. Explosive running game would be awesome. Better sustain finesse blocking. What I mean by finesse blocking is maintaining blocks that would just keep the rusher from the quarterback. I don't care if it goes right into Aaron Rodgers' lap. He can make throws from there, even if it's not rhythm, whatever. Just make sure he doesn't get blown out. Packers defense, for the shotgun running game, that will happen. I guarantee it. And then make Jalen Hurts throw when stepping up. He does not like to throw when he's stepping up because, again, he did it once and it was a pick. Whatever. Probably got traumatized by it. All you know is make him throw when he steps up. Do not let him run. Time for the Eagles. Okay, for this Eagles offense, 20 plus points. Obviously, 35 plus minutes possession, ball control, and 100 plus rushing yards from Miles Sanders. Get him going. Then things will get going. Eagles defense, just don't let Aaron Rodgers take over. He takes over and you guys get crushed. No, they just lose. Yeah. That's what I got there. And yeah. Let's get to the outro. Hope you guys enjoyed this Week 12 NFL Sunday preview. Keys to the game. Obviously, Thanksgiving just happened. Black Friday just happened. It's been a busy day. Obviously, college football, playoff, rankings, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot going on right now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, World Cup as well. Yeah. See you in the next one. The Monday Night Football preview. Well, that's when I'm recording it. But yeah. Recap comes out whenever it does. See you in the next one, though. Sam Travis, let's see some of it.
Pressure, trying to escape. Able to escape. Turns the corner, stays in bounds. Sports Center top 10. He's down inside the one.
Jordan Travis does an incredible job of getting out of multiple sacks and turns it into a possible touchdown.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was short of the goal line.